Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, and my friends, it's time to talk 2XKO again. So the closed beta now, the eternal beta till it launches at some point, is now out, and I've been putting some time into it, lots of lab time, because, you know, I'm a big fan of figuring stuff out in fighting games and getting some matches in every now and then as well. And I got some thoughts about the game. You know, overall, before we even get to anything, because I'm going to have some nitpicks, I'm going to have some quibbles, my overall thoughts are definitely positive overall. The overall game flow is pretty good. The game's quick. That's the big thing. Game's quick. That's one of the things the game really needs to be. They want a breakneck pace fighting game. They're building one, right? So that's good. That's great. And Riot is committed to continuous improvement of the game. Like they told me, you know, when it's 1.0, it's going to look a little bit different than it is right now too. And 1.0 is whenever in the future. But like Riot's been making major changes. Like each beta, each alpha lab has looked different. And this version is all the more different than the ones that came before it. And final build and into the future, who knows how many years from now, it's going to look even the more different than it is currently. So that's great. Continuous improvement, right? It's going to be a free-to-play game. So non-stop patches, updates, new characters, all that kind of stuff. You'd expect that. You need that because that's what they're aiming for. But is it a perfect game right now? No, it really isn't. It's not to say it's a bad game, because no fighting game's perfect. Well, except for the one. But there's definitely things that could be improved, at least to me. Some of these things I'm going to talk about, admittedly, is my opinion and my opinion only. Not everyone's going to necessarily agree with everything I got to say, which is perfectly fine, because everyone's got different ideas of how they want things to work. But there's some things that are quibbles I have with this particular version of the game, and some that have been long-standing, and my opinion hasn't changed since the start, to be frank. So once again, overall, game's fun. I like the game flow. I like it's fast. I like that it's crazy. Some things can be perhaps a little too crazy for its own good, in my opinion. And some things I feel, you know, as much as I like Riot, you know, I feel like they're a little stubborn and are refusing to take easy wins. So let's talk about that, actually, specifically. Let's talk controls. So now over the years, because it's been years, I played a bunch of different builds of 2XKO, and at no point have I ever loved the controls. Like, I'm a fighting game player, I'll figure out whatever you put in front of me, but has it ever felt like natural? Not really. It's always felt like one button too many. And I understand, you know, they want simple controls. They don't want necessarily motions. They want that baked into the game. But one game has now already solved that. So directly comparable, Marvel took on Fighting Souls, right? It's a 4v4, not 2v2, but otherwise it's a tag fighting game. And, you know, they have motion controls out of the gate. And they do have simple controls as well. You know, you pick and choose. Like, it's not either or. They're both baked into the core gameplay system. If you want classical fighting game motions, great. If you want easy operation controls, great. But it's the decision they made out of the gate, right? So 2XKO didn't make that out of the gate. But you can change is the thing. Invincible Versus is exactly what they did. I've played a couple revisions of this game now as well, and there was the usual outcry like there always is when there's easy controls, simple operation controls, right? And they did something about it. So the game still has easy operation controls, like one button special moves. It's still there if you want it. But they added into the game classic fighting game controls. So instead of needing special move buttons and all that kind of stuff, you just have light, medium, heavy, and every special move is a quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, dragon punch motion, light, medium, or heavy. And once I played that version of the game with motion controls, everything started making a lot more sense to me. Granted, I'm a longtime fighting game player, right? Motion controls don't maybe matter as much to a new player you're trying to attract, but for me, it made a big deal, and it also made immediately the game make a lot more sense to me, and it played a lot more fun. I just could easily more understand the game in front of me. It's not a compromise. You still have the original vision of simple inputs, but also they just added motion inputs for the people who want it. And there's absolutely nothing stopping Riot from doing the exact same thing. Keep the game, the controls that you designed already for the people who want it, and for more classical fighting game gamers, like, hey, new control scheme, no more special 1, special 2. Every special move is quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, dragon punch motion, or down, down, or whatever, light, medium, heavy, and that covers every move in the game. Like, everything is going to be easily covered by that. It's not going to be difficult, and everyone's a lot happier. You lose nothing, you gain a lot. Because as it stands right now, once again, it always feels like there's one button too many, right? So I think this game is just best served by playing on pad, because it's just easier because you have access to more buttons quickly with your fingers as it stands. Playing on arcade stick or leverless, Eventually I'll get used to it, sure, but like I've been putting some time into the game over a bunch of different builds, and like I'm still not fully used to it yet, right? So that's disconcerting to me. So I don't know, maybe this is something we'll fight over forever, but the controls to me are still a thing. Now, another thing I want to talk about is just general combo length. So they've gone out of their way to shorten combos. And that was like something that I hyped up. It's like, hey, you know, we've changed like basically like how hit stun decay works. So like certain combo routes aren't going to work anymore. Great. Like I think if you want a fast paced game that's like constantly back and forth, combos shouldn't be that long. I think that having combo length lower is integral actually to sort of the health of the game. But the problem is they keep changing the rules, and I keep finding ways to make combos longer again. And long combos can scare people off. I know quite a few people who are aware of fighting games, but like 2XKO is the first fighting game that they're actually trying now for real, because they are League of Legends fans primarily, and they are getting scared off by combo length. That is not something they're enjoying right now. And they're not getting hit by the optimal stuff either, which is something you got to watch out for. So to me, for combo stuff, I think they did great in basically making it so the minimum hit stun decay works a lot faster than earlier builds, so you can't just have as long of a combo. But the problem is there's too many ways to bypass it, and easily. But take this. This is the combo I know for Laui right now. And I like it because it has insane corner carry and good damage too off a light starter, right? Like it's basically corner to corner. It's really strong. And say after I do like Dunk S2, like I could tag out and like keep combos going and stuff if hit stun decay was lower. But at like the end of a more extended combo, like that's just not gonna work. They're gonna flip out right away, as it should be. That's good, but once again, it's too easy to bypass it. Because like with Echo, with Yasuo, with Vi, and with everyone probably, like those are just the easiest, most abusable examples. No matter how long the combo is before it, it doesn't really matter. Because, like, say if I didn't use my wall bounce already, I'm going to get a minimum of hit stun decay in, where the length of the combo previously truly doesn't matter at all. I'm going to be able to add more and more and more to it. And then those kind of combos get a little bit too long for my tastes. Like, especially once, you know, those get optimal, and those are the combos you actually want to use. And like, there we go, right? Like, that does a lot of damage, sure. Like, that's not the problem to me. You're spending a good amount of resources, although that's in no way an impractical combo. That's a combo that goes corner to corner, starts with a jab, right? There's nothing impractical about that. It's not some magical Christmas land scenario. That could easily be your core bread and butter combo as long as you practice the timing, right? Like, everything about the Alawi combo length, like, to me, mostly makes sense. Like, it feels about right? But then we start getting Echo in there, and the problem is, no matter how much hit stun decay is built up, no matter how long the combo is, like, everything Echo gets after that is all guaranteed. It could have been a million hits before. Stuff like his forward S1, it'll always bypass hit stun decay. Like, just thanks to how this stuff works, right? Like, this super recall back into this, that's all inescapable regardless of hit stun decay. And then much the same here, we do a chrono break and we do like a tag out, right? Like, no matter how long the combo is, it's all guaranteed, and there's a million situations like that. That's the stuff I think they need to work on a bit more, because I think the core idea of what they've been working on, the shorten combos a bit, is good, but there's too much in the game that it doesn't matter how long the combo was before, you're still getting all that stuff in guaranteed, right? I know some people like longer combos. I like them in training mode, it's fun, but when you're playing the match, when you're getting hit by the more optimal stuff, it's like you're putting out a controller and you're watching a movie, right? That's the kind of stuff I still think some work is needed for the game. That's my opinion anyways. I just don't like really long combos because I think it's boring. Like, you know, I love Dragon Ball FighterZ, right? I didn't play S Broly. I love Broly. I didn't play S Broly because his combos are too long. Like, his combos were legitimately 30 to 40 seconds every time you hit someone with jab. And then, like, I'm bored and I'm the one getting the combo, right? So I like combos short and sweet because it lets you get back to the action faster. And the going crazy and just hitting button and, like, figuring out who's scrambling to get who, that's where the real fun is, not combo length to me. So for combo stuff, I know not everyone's going to agree with that. Like some people love long combos, but this is my video, so I get to voice my opinion on it. Make your own video. If it were up to me, it'd be 2 Ryus walking back and forth doing crouch, medium kick, and the fireball forever. Because that's where fighting games peaked back in 91. Everything past that is luxury. We don't need it. But yeah, I do have one more quibble to talk about because this is super quibble, but I do want to mention some positive things. Like I like where the game's going. Overall, every build I feel is forward progress, right? Today's problems could be tomorrow's solved issues. And there could be working on stuff like that's too big brain for me to even process. And then I see it and like, wow, you guys are so smart. That's why you're making the big bucks. And that's why I just make the videos. Like Alawi, I've always been looking forward to Alawi, even before League of Legends announced there was a fighting game. Like if there was ever a League fighting game, I always hoped Alawi would be one of the characters. And they did, and I was super happy. And then when I started playing her a bit, I'm like, oh, she's not that great, right? Like, but then they kept changing her, and especially in this build, full screen tracking low. Then it all finally made sense to me. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like that's the piece of the missing puzzle. Like the struggle bus, like with characters with any kind of range before, now she feels like she can play the game. One simple smart change of just letting her hold it to track with the low, and it changed my whole opinion about the character. Now I'm super happy. So I know it's gonna work out. Like they have very, very smart people. They got some of the greatest minds in all of fighting games behind the game. So whatever my issues may be, I know it's gonna keep moving forward. Once again, they've said this right now is the worst the game will ever be, and they mean that like a very positive, fun way. It's all uphill from here. There's going to be a lot of changes. They're all going to be smart changes. Maybe some, well, we'll see where it is. But overall, it's going to be forward progress. And every time the game gets an update, I truly believe the game's going to be better because they're smart and they're good at this. They have told me they are here for the long haul. I believe them on that. There's some parts of the bones that are a little rickety right now, but all it takes is some patches. All it takes is just some, labbing stuff out, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and seeing what's healthy for the game. There's a lot of talented people here, and they'll put in the time and the effort, so it's going to get where it needs to get. It's just a matter of how long does it take. Like right now, I think the balance kind of sucks. So like straight up, like you look at a character like Yasuo who has literally everything you could ever hope for, ever. And then you look at Braum, and like it's like Braum's not even playing the same game. Braum feels like half a character compared to Yasuo. But that's just now. That's not forever. Like, I'm unfairly biased towards Braum, right? Like, I play big characters in fighting games. And Alawi, definitely shaping up, getting where she needs to go. Braum, though, still needs a bit of help, in my opinion. But that's not forever. That's not going to be for the life. Like, he'll probably not be as good as, like, the Aqua characters. Because that's the big character curse. But, like, things will improve. Balance will get smart. Balance will get better. That's fine. Now, I'm here to talk the final quibble. The one that drives me nuts. And I've complained about this before. And I'll complain about it till it's changed. I'm a training mode guy. That's the gig, right? I spend an unhealthy amount of time in training mode. And one of the things, a good quality of life feature in training modes is, okay, we got quick select. Fantastic. So I can say I want Echo, Blitz, and I want them to be sidekick fuse. Fantastic. And so what I'll do is, I'll do that real quick and go back. And then wait, what? How come I didn't make my chains? Like, it's all still here, right? And I hit back, and I expect the black screen reload go. But no, I have to do all that, and I have to click apply quick settings. I made the changes I know I want. I don't need to hit the button on top of that. For someone like me who spends too much time in training mode, I want to go to quick select, I pick what I want, and then boom, back. I want this as fast as possible. I do not need apply quick select. I know what I entered. If I did it wrong, I eat the loading screen. That's my penalty for misclicking or something, right? It's just, this is how other fighting games work. This is the smallest quibble, I know, but it drives me insane because I always quick select, pick the something, and I pick my thing, and I go back out, and then I didn't apply quick settings, so I don't get them right away, and I got to go back and apply. Please. Believe in the player, believe the choices they made, right? If they did this and they switched to Echo and they back out, believe that they actually wanted Echo on their team, please. Don't wait for them to apply quick settings. If they didn't, oh well, but as someone spends too much time in training mode, please change that. Thank you. So yeah, I got some quibbles, but overall, I think the game's pretty good. It's not bad in its current state. It could be better, but it's not bad. And once again, I very truly believe them that they're committed to just making this better and better and better over time. And I guess we'll see where that goes in the end. But for now, like, let's just see, right? It's going to be a wild ride. The game's not out yet. Like, it's sort of out. It kind of is out, but it's not out. And it still drives me nuts. But we'll see where it goes. But I'm interested in that because at the bare minimum, I think 2XKO, when it's all said and done, is going to be a wild ride. And there ain't no getting off of this train we on. So let's just take it to the end station, I suppose. So that's some of my thoughts on 2XKO right now. Of course, at some point in the future, there'll be a lot more 2XKO coverage on the channel. But that's it for now. That's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. And go out and play some 2XKO.